chocolate.
Carnation Instant Milk.
Frickey.
Norton Frickey, affectionately known as NF, came from humble beginnings in a large family. His goal was simply to have a wonderful life, make a good living, and take care of the people he loved. Early on, while attending law school, Norton decided that the real money was in becoming a professional bellhop. But then, after a small dust-up over tips, NF and his parents decided he was meant for greater things. And how lucky we were. From confrontations in the Capitol building corridors to trying to subpoena a drug-sniffing dog as a witness in court, expecting the unexpected became the rule of thumb when NF was on the case. When he established Norton Frickey & Associates, he knew from the beginning what kind of firm he was going to run.
We're proud to be a working man's law firm, and we feel that we offer the keys to the courthouse, and we know that's very abrasive and it's very irritating to the insurance companies and large corporations, that there is a group of lawyers out there who will pursue cases that have merit against the bastions of wealth in this country.
And then, in 1977, opportunity struck. The Supreme Court ruled that lawyers now had the right to advertise, and as expected by everyone who knew him, NF was all in. Norton Frickey was fearless. The more someone said his ideas were crazy, the more committed he became. He was determined to protect the rights of all accident victims, leveling the playing field for anyone who needed legal help. So in 1978, in order to better reach the little guy, NF began forging a small legal advertising empire of his own.
Many of you don't know who I am, but I'm sure you've heard my name. I'm Norton Frickey.
By the early 1980s, NF's vision for the future of legal advertising was so vivid and successful that lawyers from all over the country were calling on him to help them build recognition, make their phones ring, and to grow their practices. In fact, demand for his expertise was so high that NF not only established Network Affiliates, his legal advertising agency, but he also opened Crosspoint, a state-of-the-art production facility. Eventually, NF began producing commercials in markets across the nation. Everyone wanted to benefit from his expertise. NF's entrepreneurial spirit was so well known that when national news outlets wanted an expert on this new trend called legal advertising, they of course turned to him.
Frickey is a pioneer in the business of selling legal services on television, and business has never been better.
Call us. It won't cost you anything to talk about your problem.
There are those who would argue that by using the vast power of television, bringing in business like this, you are contributing to the litigation explosion.
That's hogwash. That is what makes this country dynamic, that the little guy has access to the courtroom. Take that access away from the little guy, and I think our country goes down the tube.
He was officially a national treasure. When Norton Frickey cared about you, you became family. And NF was a family man first, foremost, and always. He was one of the first lawyers to advertise. He was one of the founding fathers of legal advertising. He supported his staff both personally and in their visions for network affiliates. He made sure the little guy had access to the courtroom. He developed video programming to advise incarcerated people of their constitutional rights. And perhaps most important to his legacy, Norton Frickey established a camaraderie between lawyers, a true opportunity for attorneys to share their experiences, to learn from each other, and to grow and expand their practices. This sense of community and his exceptionally creative thinking is the backbone of network affiliates in the 21st century. Norton Frickey is a legend, He was a passionate litigator, a pioneer, an innovator, an entrepreneur, and to many, a genius.